Attention, Math Warriors! Welcome to the start of an epic new journey. We are diving into Unit 8, the Division of Fractions. Now, I know what you're thinking. Coach, division is hard and fractions are scary. But listen to me. They are not scary when you have the right training. Today, we start Section 1 of our 14-part marathon by connecting what you already know to what you're about to master. We're going to find the secret links between dividing and multiplying. We have 5 full minutes of elite conceptual training ahead. Are you ready to get your math mind moving? Let's hit the title. Let's go! Check out the title, Division of Fractions. This is Focus 1, using fractions to express the results of the division of two whole numbers. That is a long and powerful title, team. It just means we're going to learn how to turn a division problem into a beautiful, simplified fraction. It's about expressing the same truth in a different way. But before we get into the heavy-duty numbers, we have to talk about something everyone in this room loves. Candy! Let's head over to slide 2 for some sweet, sweet logic. Keep that focus high. Imagine you have 8 delicious milk chocolate candies. You have 4 hungry friends, and you want to be perfectly fair, so you share them equally. 8 divided by 4 equals 2. Each person gets exactly 2 candies. That is basic division, right? You've been doing that since you were in kindergarten. It's the sharing rule. 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, and 1 for you. Everyone is happy. No one is crying. But wait, there is another way to look at this same event. A fractional way that will change your life. Let's see the comparison. Look at slide 2, team. Example 1 is our classic sharing division. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Simple. Now look at example 2. We still have 8 candies, and the math tells us that 1/4 of them are milk candies. To find how many that is, we multiply 8 by 1/4. And guess what? Look at the result. 8 times 1/4 is also 2. Do you see the magic happening here? Dividing by 4 and multiplying by 1/4 gave us the exact same result. It's like they are mathematical twins. One uses the division sign, one uses fractions, but they are both telling the same story. It's incredible! Pro tip from the coach. Division and multiplication are secret mathematical twins. Dividing by a whole number is the exact same thing as multiplying by its unit fraction counterpart. If you want to divide by 4, you are just taking a quarter of the group. If you remember this one secret, the entire world of fraction division is going to open up like a golden treasure chest. You're not just dividing anymore. You're searching for pieces of the whole. This is the foundation of your math empire. Let's keep that connection strong. Repeat it in your head. Say it with me, team. Rhythm is the key to memory. Divide by 4, multiply by 1/4. Divide by 4, multiply by 1/4. It's the same result every single time. Whether you're sharing candies, slicing pizzas, or dividing cakes, this logic is your absolute best friend. We have spent 5 minutes building this foundation, and it is rock solid. You guys are handling this training like absolute legends. You are ready for the next level. We're moving from candies to cakes in the next section. Get ready. Section 1 is officially in the history books. You learned the secret twin rule and you conquered the candy challenge with style. You guys are handling the start of this series like absolute world-class champions. I can see the math muscles growing already. In Section 2, we are going to take this logic and apply it to sharing cakes among groups of friends. It's going to get visual, it's going to get yummy, and it's going to be math-tastic. Grab a quick breather, maybe a candy, if you have 8 to share, and I'll see you in Section 2. Coach out. Bye-bye. Attention, math athletes. Welcome to Section 2 of our 14-part marathon. Today, we are taking our candy-sharing logic and heading straight into the kitchen. We are entering the Great Cake Sharing Challenge. Imagine you are the host of the world's most mathematical party. You've got delicious cakes, you've got hungry friends, and you need to be perfectly fair. We're going to use our division to fraction powers to make sure every single guest gets their fair slice. Grab your aprons and your pencils. We have a full 5-minute masterclass ahead. Let's see what's on the menu first. Let's go! Check out slide 3, team. We have 1 legendary red bean cake and 4 very hungry people. Our mission, divide that cake into 4 perfectly equal parts. Written as a division that is exactly 1 divided by 4. But look at the result. Each person gets 1/4 of the cake. 1 divided by 4 equals 1/4. Do you see what happened? The 1 cake we started with became the numerator, and the 4 friends we shared with became the denominator. It's like the numbers found their perfect seats at the table. 1 cake, 4 friends, 1/4 each. That is perfect mathematical fairness. Math win. Pro tip from the coach. When you are the host of a math party, always remember the top table rule. The thing you are sharing, the cake, the pizza, the chocolate, the glory, that always goes on top of the fraction. That is your dividend. The people you are sharing with, they go on the bottom. They are the divisor. If you remember this one rule, you will never mess up your party planning or your fractions. It's all about who's at the table and what's on top of it. Keep that in your mental locker. Now, what happens when we have more cakes? Let's check out the cheesecakes. Look at slide 4, team. We've leveled up. 2 delicious cheesecakes shared among 3 people. We divide each cake into 3 equal parts. That's 2 divided by 3. Now, look at the final helping for each person. It's 2/3 of a cake. See the pattern? The 2 cakes stayed on top as the numerator, and the 3 people stayed on the bottom as the denominator. 2 divided by 3 is 2/3. Each person gets 2 small helpings of 1/3 slices. It's like a math buffet. You guys are handling these treats like absolute legends. Keep those fractions clean and your slices equal. Great execution. Final challenge of the bakery. Slide 5. 5 pieces of pancakes shared between just 2 people. This is a big breakfast. 5 divided by 2. We stack them up using our rule and we get 5 halves. But wait, that is an improper fraction. We can turn it into a mixed number, 2.5 pancakes each. Now that is a breakfast of champions. Whether you express it as 5 halves or 2.5, the logic is exactly the same. The 5 cakes go on top. The 2 people go on the bottom. You are slicing and dicing these problems with surgical precision. The finish line is in sight. Sprint to the end. Let's go. 5 full minutes of treat-sharing mastery. You handled red bean cakes, cheesecakes, and pancakes like elite party planners. I am so proud of your visual logic and your focus. You have seen with your own eyes how the dividend becomes the numerator every single time. It is a law of nature. In Section 3, we are going to formalize this sharing rule into an official math law that will be the bedrock of your fraction empire. Grab a glass of milk, rest those brain muscles, and I will see you in Section 3. Coach out. Bye-bye, Math Masters. Keep training. Attention, Math Commanders. Welcome to Section 3. We have shared the candy, we have sliced the cake, and now it is time to write the law. Today, we are taking everything we've seen and turning it into an official, unbreakable rule of the universe. We're moving into the high logic phase of our 14-part marathon. By the end of this 5-minute session, you will be able to look at any division problem and see the fraction hidden inside. Are you ready to become math lawyers? Let's hit the law books. Look at slide 6, team. This is the core of our empire. Observe the pattern. 1 divided by 4 is 1/4. 2 divided by 3 is 2/3. 5 divided by 2 is 5 halves. Do you see the absolute truth? Dividend divided by divisor equals dividend over divisor. A fraction is just the quotient of a division problem. The first number always takes the top bunk, and the second number takes the bottom. It's an official law of math nature. Memorize it, respect it, and use it to conquer. Pro tip from the coach. Think of a fraction like a bunk bed. The dividend is the oldest sibling. They always get the top bunk. The divisor is the younger sibling. They always get the bottom. No matter how big or small the numbers are, they never swap beds. The first number goes up, the second number goes down. If you keep your siblings in the right bunks, your fractions will be perfect every single time. Now let's see what happens when the numbers need a little math makeover. Welcome to the Makeover Lab on slide 7. Look at 6 divided by 27. We write it as 6 over 27. But wait! Those numbers can be simplified. We divide both by 3 and get 2/9. Beautiful! Now look at 12 divided by 5. That's 12/5. But that's a heavy-headed fraction. We turn it into a mixed number, 2 and 2/5. Whether it's a reduction or a conversion, we make those numbers look their absolute best. Precision is style, team. Coach's Corner. A math result is like a pair of shoes. It has to be clean. Always check if your fraction can be reduced to its lowest terms. If you leave it as 6/27ths, it's like wearing muddy boots to a party. Divide both numbers by their common factor until they can't go any lower. And if the top is bigger than the bottom, give it a mixed number upgrade. Keep it clean, keep it professional. Let's put this into practice in the gauntlet. Final round, Slide 8 Gauntlet. Problem 1, 13 divided by 24. 13 over 24. Can we reduce it? No, it's already in lowest terms. Problem 2, 12 divided by 20. That's 12/20ths. Divide by 4, and boom, 3/5. Problem 3, 32 divided by 14. 16/7 or 2 and 2/7. Problem 4, 15 divided by 9. 5/3 or 1 and 2/3. You are slicing through these hurdles like champions. Sprint, sprint, sprint. 5 full minutes of formal logic mastery. You wrote the law, you ran the lab, and you cleared the gauntlet. I am officially promoting you to fractional lieutenants. You are ready for the big leagues. In Section 4, we are going to double the challenge. We're moving to Focus 2, Division of Fractions with the divisor being a whole number. It's a total game changer. Grab some water, do a victory lap, and I'll see you in Section 4. Coach out. Bye-bye, Math Masters. Keep training. Attention, fractional lieutenants. Welcome to Section 4. You conquered whole number division, but now the game changes. We are moving into Focus 2, Division of Fractions with the divisor being a whole number. Today, we aren't just sharing whole cakes. We're sharing pieces of cakes. It's like being a math surgeon, cutting tiny slices into even tinier pieces. We have a full 5-minute masterclass on the secret of the flip. Are you ready to turn your math upside down? Let's hit the preview. Check out Slide 9. We have melons. Question 1. How do we show half of 2 melons? That's 2 times 1/2. Simple, but look at Question 2. How do we show half of half a melon? That's 1/2 times 1/2. Do you see where we're going? Taking a fraction of a fraction is just another way to divide. We're shrinking the pieces, people. Keep your eyes on the size of those slices. Smaller is better today. Slide 10. We have half a cake and we divide it equally between 2 people. That's 1/2 divided by 2. Visual check. Half a cake split in 2 gives us 1/4. 1/2 divided by 2 equals 1/4. But wait, 1/2 multiplied by 1/2 also equals 1/4. There's that secret twin again. Dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by 1/2. It's like the math is doing a gymnastics routine. Flip, fold, success. Pro tip from the coach. When you divide a fraction by a whole number, the denominator gets bigger, but the piece gets smaller. It's the fraction shrinker effect. Think of it like this. If you have a pizza slice and you share it with a friend, you still have pizza, but you have less of it. The more people you share with, the tinier your crumbs become. Understanding this shrinking is the mark of a true master. Now, let's see it with more friends. Look at slides 11 and 12. Half a cake shared among 4. 1/2 divided by 4 is 1/8. 2/3 of a cake shared among 3. 2/3 divided by 3 is 2/9. In every case, dividing by the whole number is the same as multiplying by 1 over that number. 1/2 times 1/4, 2/3 times 1/3. The pattern is undeniable. You are witnessing the birth of a new math law. Count those crumbs, team. Every 9th matters. Slide 13. The big reveal. Observe the truth. Dividing by a whole number is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal of that number. What's a reciprocal? It's just the number flipped upside down. 2 becomes 1/2, 4 becomes 1/4, 7 becomes 1/7. Fraction divided by whole number equals fraction times 1 over that number. This is the flip and fly rule. Once you flip it, the answer just takes off. Boom! Rule mastered. 5 full minutes of visual magic. You learned the flip and fly rule and conquered the cake shrinking challenge. I am officially promoting you to fractional captains. You are the masters of the reciprocal. In Section 5, we are going to put this rule into action with the simultaneous sign swap. It's going to be a high-speed calculation drill. Grab a glass of water, do a victory lap, and I'll see you in Section 5. Coach out. Bye-bye. Welcome to the Pit Stop Math Athletes. Section 5 is here, and it is all about speed and precision. We have the flip and fly rule, but now we need to execute it like a world-class racing team. Today, we are performing the simultaneous sign swap. It's a two-step move that happens in the blink of an eye. You swap the division sign for multiplication, and you flip that whole number into its reciprocal. If you can do it fast, you win the race. Are you ready for the fastest 5 minutes in math? Let's hit the track. Level 1. Basic swap. Look at slide 14. 1/3 divided by 5. Here's the pit stop move. 1/3 stays the same, becomes x, and 5 flips to 1/5. 1/3 times 1/5 is 1/15. Now look at 3/4 divided by 7. 3/4 stays, shot becomes x, 7 flips to 1/7. 3/28. Boom! 2 perfect pit stops. You guys are handling these signs like absolute legends. Keep that tempo up. Level 2 is coming. Level 2, mixed numbers. Slide 15. 5.5 divided by 4. Wait, stop the clock. We have a hurdle. You must convert the mixed number to an improper fraction first. 5.5 becomes 11 halves. Now we do the swap. 11 halves times 1/4. Result, 11/8 or 1 3/8. Remember the sequence: convert, swap, flip. If you forget to convert, your math engine will stall. Great execution, team. Level 3 is next. Pro tip from the coach. Before you finish your multiplication, look for the reduction reflex. If you see a number on top and a number on the bottom that share a factor, snip them down. It makes the final calculation a breeze. It's like clearing the debris off the track before you hit the final stretch. Don't multiply giant numbers if you don't have to. Snip them early and finish fast. Let's see it in action on slide 16. Level 3, the snip. Slide 16. 1 3/5 divided by 2. Convert first, 8/5. Now swap and flip. 8/5 times 1/2. Look, the 8 on top and the 2 on bottom can be snipped. Divide both by 2. The 8 becomes a 4, the 2 becomes a 1. 4/5 times 1 is 4/5. See how easy that was? You're not just calculating, you're optimizing. One more level to go before the final gauntlet. Focus. Final level, the estimation finish. Slide 17. 23 4/7 divided by 3. Estimation first. 23 4/7 is about 24. 24 divided by 3 is 8. Our target is 8. Now the math. Convert to 165/7. Swap and flip, snip the 165 and the 3. And we get 7 6/7. That's almost 8. Bullseye. You guys are champions of the track. The crowd is going wild. Checkered flag. You finished section 5. You mastered the simultaneous sign swap, conquered mixed numbers, and learned the reduction snip. I am officially promoting you to fractional commanders. You are the elite of the elite. In section 6, we are heading to the pizza parlor for focus 3. Division of fractions with the divisor being a fraction. It's the ultimate showdown. Grab a celebratory juice, rest those gears, and I'll see you in section 6. Coach out. Bye-bye. Who ordered the logic with extra toppings? Welcome to section 6. Today, we are throwing the world's first pizza and pair party. We have conquered whole numbers and reciprocals, but now we face the ultimate question. What happens when you divide by a fraction? It sounds like we're making things complicated, but really, we're just asking one simple question. How many of these pieces can I fit inside that hole? Are you ready to slice some math? Let's head to the pizza parlor. Let's go. Check out slide 19. We have one pizza cut into slices that are each 1/6 of the total. How many slices do we have? Well, 6 equal parts of 1/6 make one whole, so we have 6 slices. Now, what if we have 2 pizzas? 12 equal parts of 1/6 make 2 wholes, so we have 12 slices. Do you see the secret? To find the total slices, we are finding how many 1/6 are in the whole. It's a counting game, team. Count those slices with me. 1, 2, 3, all the way to 12. Victory tastes like pepperoni. Pro tip from the coach. When the divisor is a fraction, stop thinking about sharing and start thinking about fitting. Ask yourself, how many of these little guys can I fit into the big guy? If you're dividing by 1/6, you're just checking how many sixths are in your number. It turns a scary division problem into a simple search and find mission. You're the math detectives of the supermarket. Now, let's see it with some fruit. Look at slide 20. A quick review of the basics. 6 strawberries divided into groups of 2. How many 2s are there in 6? We count. 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups. 6 divided by 2 is 3. See? Division is always just asking, how many of these are in that? Even with whole numbers. Now, let's take this exact same logic and apply it to something a little bit juicier. Pairs. Get those plates ready. Final challenge for today. Slide 21. 5 whole pairs. We put half a pair on every plate. How many plates do we need? In other words, how many 1/2s are there in 5? We divide each pair into 2 equal parts, and we get 5 times 2, which is 10 plates. 5 divided by 1/2 equals 10. Do you see it? We fit 2 plates for every single pair. You are literally doubling your efficiency with fractions. This is the power of the piece. Great execution, team. 5 full minutes of visual mastery. You conquered the pizza, shared the strawberries, and plated the pears. You now understand the true meaning of dividing by a fraction. It's all about how many pieces fit. I am officially promoting you to piece counting kernels. In section 7, we are continuing the fruit party with oranges. It's going to be a citrus-themed calculation session that will blow your mind. Grab a snack, stay sharp, and I'll see you in section 7. Coach out. Bye-bye, Math Masters! Welcome back, Math Detectives. Section 7 is here, and the mystery is deepening. We've shared pears and sliced pizzas, but now the pieces are getting bigger and bossier. Today we're solving the orange and mooncake mystery. We're going to see what happens when we divide by 3/4 and 1/2. It sounds like a math riddle, but with our visual tools, we're going to crack the code in no time. Grab your thinking caps. We're heading to the fruit stand. Let's see those oranges. Check out slide 22. We have 3 oranges. Every plate gets 3/4 of an orange. How many plates can we fill? In our logic language, how many 3/4 are there in 3? To solve this, we first have to look at the oranges in a new way. We need to see them as quarters. 1 orange is 4 quarters, right? So 3 oranges must be 12 quarters. This is the first clue in our mystery. Keep that number 12 in your head, team. It's critical. Look at slides 23 and 24. We have 12 quarters total. Since every plate needs 3 of those quarters, we divide 12 by 3. 12 divided by 3 equals 4. So we can fill 4 plates. Now, look at the math magic. 3 divided by 3/4 is the same as 3 times 4/3. There's our reciprocal twin again. We flipped the 3/4 and the answer just appeared. You just solved the orange riddle with surgical precision. Brilliant! Pro tip from the coach. When you see a mixed number in a division problem, don't let it intimidate you. It's just an improper fraction in a fancy tuxedo. Before you can flip it, you have to let it change into its work clothes, an improper fraction. 1/2 becomes 3/2. Once it's in fraction form, the flip and fly rule works every single time. Don't try to flip the tuxedo. It'll get messy. Convert first, fly second. Now let's look at those mooncakes. Slide 25. 3 mooncakes. Every plate gets 1/2 mooncakes. How many plates? We convert 1/2 to 3/2. Now we use the rule. 3 divided by 3/2 equals 3 times 2/3. 3 times 2 is 6. Divided by 3 is 2. Visual check. 2 big helpings of 1/2 make exactly 3 mooncakes. The math matches the reality. You're not just calculating, you're confirming the truth of the universe, 1 mooncake at a time. Slide 27, the final reveal of the mystery. Observe the universal law. Whole number divided by fraction equals whole number times the reciprocal of the fraction. Whether it's a proper fraction or a mixed number, the flip and fly never fails. C over D becomes D over C. It's the secret handshake of the math elite. Memorize this slide, team. It's your golden key to every division challenge the world can throw at you. You guys are absolute legends. 5 full minutes of high logic mystery solving. You mastered oranges, mooncakes, and the tuxedo conversion rule. I am officially promoting you to fractional investigators. You are ready for the big leagues. In Section 8, we are entering the practice pit for a high-speed calculation drill. It's time to see how fast you can flip and fly. Grab a citrus snack, rest those gears, and I'll see you in Section 8. Coach out! Bye-bye, Math Masters. Keep training. Attention, fractional investigators. Welcome back to the training ground. You've solved the fruit mysteries, but now it's time for pure power. Welcome to Section 8, the reciprocal drill. Today, we aren't just looking for clues. We are executing the moves. We are heading into the practice pit to master the flip and fly rule through 4 high-speed levels. No more fruit, just pure math muscle. Are you ready to get those pencils moving? Let's hit the first drill. Level 1, the basic flip. Look at slide 28. 7 divided by 1/5. Here is the move. 7 stays the same, becomes x, and 1/5 flips into 5/1. 7 times 5 is 35. Boom! It's that simple. 1 second the pieces are small, the next second the answer takes off. Remember, work on the sign and the divisor at the same time. Don't blink or you'll miss the magic. Excellent start, team. Level 2 is waiting. Level 2, the reduction drill. Slide 29. 4 divided by 6/7. Swap and flip to get 4 times 7/6. But look at that 4 and 6. They share a factor. Coach's corner tip. Snip them down. Divide both by 2. 4 becomes 2. 6 becomes 3. Now multiply. 2 times 7 is 14. Over 3. Final score, 4 and 2/3. You're not just calculating, you're optimizing your math engine. Keep it clean. Pro tip from the coach. When a mixed number enters the pit, you have to prep it for the race. You can't flip a tuxedo. Convert that mixed number into a rugged, improper fraction before you even think about swapping that sign. It's the essential prep work that prevents your calculation from crashing. Get it into improper form, and the flip and fly will never fail you. Let's see the heavy-duty conversions in action. Level 3, the heavyweights. Slide 30. 20 divided by 1 and 1/9. Tuxedo prep first. 1 and 1/9 becomes 10/9. Now we swap and flip. 20 times 9/10. Look at that 10 and 20. Perfect for a snip. Divide both by 10. 10 becomes 1. 20 becomes 2. 2 times 9 is 18. Result? 18. You just made a giant problem look like child's play. That is elite performance, team. One more drill. Final drill. Slide 31. 12 divided by 2 and 1/4. Prep the tuxedo, 9/4, swap and flip, 12 times 4/9. Snip the 12 and 9 by 3. Result, 16/3 or 5 and 1/3. And check the logic. When the divisor is bigger than 1, the answer is smaller than the starting number. When the divisor is tiny, the answer is big. It's the law of the scale. You've mastered the mechanics. Victory is yours. 5 minutes of high-speed reciprocal drills. You conquered proper fractions, improper fractions, and the mixed number tuxedo trap. I am officially promoting you to fractional captains. You are the elite of the elite. In Section 9, we enter the consolidation arena to prove we can handle anything. Grab your gear, stay sharp, and I'll see you in Section 9. Coach out. Bye-bye, math legends. Keep training. Attention, math gladiators. Welcome to Section 9. You've mastered the pit stop, you've flipped the whole numbers, but now we enter the arena. Today is all about consolidation and the start of our biggest challenge yet. We're going to tackle 4 varied battles from slide 32, and then we're going to look at the first ever fraction-on-fraction split. This is where the elite are separated from the legends. Are you ready to claim your glory? Let's hit the arena floor. Check out slide 32. Battle 1, 3 divided by 4/5. Swap and flip to get 3 times 5/4. Result, 15/4 or 3 and 3/4. Battle 2, 8 divided by 4.5. Tuxedo prep first, 9/2. Swap and flip to get 8 times 2/9. Result, 16/9 or 1 and 7/9. You're managing these complex jumps with surgical precision. Don't let those mixed numbers slow you down. Keep your stance strong. Battle 3, 9 divided by 1 and 5/7. Prep that tuxedo, 12/7. Swap and flip to get 9 times 7/12. Snip the 9 and 12 by 3. Result, 21/4 or 5 and 1/4. Finally, Battle 4, 5 divided by 9 and 1/6. Prep to 55/6. Swap and flip to get 5 times 6 55ths. Snip the 5 and 55. Result, 6/11ths. You just cleared the arena. Total victory. Amazing performance, team. Pro tip from the coach. When you divide a fraction by another fraction, you are getting microscopic. You're asking, how many of these tiny pieces fit into that larger tiny piece? It's like being a math biologist looking through a lens. Understanding this fitting logic is the secret to Focus 3. If you can see the pieces, the math becomes a story. Let's look through the lens at our first fraction split. Look at slide 33. We have 2/3 of a whole. We want to know how many 1/6 are in there. Visual check. 1/3 is 2/6, right? So 2/3 must be 4/6. Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2/3 divided by 1/6 is exactly 4. It's not just a calculation, it's a visual truth. You just proved the math with your own eyes. Incredible focus, everyone. You are seeing the invisible. 5 full minutes of elite arena combat. You conquered the gauntlet and cracked the first fraction split. I am officially promoting you to fractional commanders. You are the masters of the microscopic. In Section 10, we are going to formalize this fraction-on-fraction rule into the universal flip and fly. It's going to be the ultimate power-up. Grab some water, take a lap, and I'll see you in Section 10. Coach out. Bye-bye, Math Masters. Keep training. Welcome to the Flight Academy, Math Explorers. Section 10 is cleared for takeoff. You've seen the pieces fit through the microscope, but now it's time to fly. Today, we are formalizing the universal flip and fly rule. This is the ultimate power-up that allows you to divide any fraction by any other fraction using just 2 simple moves. We're going to look at our old friends from the arena and see how they calculate in the real math world. Are you ready to earn your wings? Let's head to the hangar. Hangar check. Look at slide 34. We saw that 2/3 has 4 1/6 inside. Now let's see the math engine. 2/3 divided by 1/6. Step 1, swap dollars for x. Step 2, flip 1/6 into 6/1. 2/3 times 6/1. We snip the 3 and 6. Result, 4. Exactly what we saw through the microscope. The rule and the reality are in perfect alignment. The engine is humming, team. Let's keep moving. Pro tip from the cockpit. Before you can flip and fly a mixed number, you must perform the tuxedo to jumpsuit conversion. You can't fly in a tuxedo, it's too restrictive. Convert that mixed number into an improper fraction jumpsuit first. If you try to flip a mixed number without converting, you're going to crash into the denominator. Conversion is the most important part of your pre-flight check. Let's see it in action with our next flight. Slide 35 and 36. 1.5 divided by 3/8. Pre-flight check. 1.5 becomes 3/2. Now we're in our jumpsuit. Swap the sign to x. Flip 3/8 to 8/3. Look at those numbers. We can snip the 3s to 1s and the 2 and 8 to 1 and 4. Result, 4. Our visual check on slide 35 matches perfectly. 4 groups of 3/8 fit into 1.5. Total mission success. Coach's Corner. You are now the master navigators of the fractional skies. It doesn't matter if the numbers are big, small, mixed, or improper. The rule is the same. A over b divided by c over d is always a over b times d over c. It's your universal GPS. If you ever feel lost, just remember the 2-step. Swap the sign, flip the flyer. You'll land on the correct answer every single time. Let's reveal the official law. Slide 37, the golden rule of flight. Dividend divided by divisor equals dividend times the reciprocal of the divisor. This is the peak of Focus 3, team. Memorize this formula like it's your own phone number. It's the key to the entire division universe. You've spent 5 minutes mastering the high-altitude logic, and now you are officially cleared for solo flight. Amazing job, fractional commanders. You are elite. 5 full minutes of high-altitude mastery. You formalized the rules, performed the conversions, and proved the visual truth. I am so proud of this squadron. In Section 11, we are entering the calculation clouds for a high-speed drill. We're going to see how fast you can flip and fly through 4 tough levels. Grab your flight logs, rest those gears, and I'll see you in Section 11. Coach out. Bye-bye, Math Legends. Keep flying. Attention, Fractional Squadron. Welcome to Section 11. We have earned our wings, but now the weather is getting heavy. We are entering the calculation clouds. This is the elite testing ground where we prove we can navigate the universal rule through any conditions. We've got 4 levels of high-altitude drills ahead, involving mixed numbers, improper fractions, and some heavy-duty reductions. Keep your hands on the controls and your eyes on the dots. Let's hit the first cloud. Cloud 1, proper fractions. 2/3 divided by 4/5. Pre-flight check. 2/3 stays, becomes x, and 4/5 flips to 5/4. 2/3 times 5/4. Look for the snip. The 2 on top and 4 on bottom. Divide both by 2. 2 becomes 1, 4 becomes 2. 1 times 5 is 5. 3 times 2 is 6. Result? 5, 6. You just navigated the first cloud with surgical precision. The engine is humming. Cloud 2 is coming up fast. Cloud 2, the mixed number hurdle. 2 1/4 divided by 3/11. Stop. Perform the tuxedo conversion. 2 1/4 becomes 9/4. Now we're ready to fly. Swap the sign, flip the divisor into 11/3. 9/4 times 11/3. Look, the 9 and 3 share a factor. Snip the 3 to a 1 and the 9 to a 3. 2 times 11 is 33 over 4. Final altitude, 8 1/4. You cleared the hurdle. Fantastic execution. Pro tip from the cockpit. Sometimes you'll encounter a double tuxedo storm. That's when both the dividend and the divisor are mixed numbers. Don't panic. Just give them both a math makeover. Convert them both into improper fractions before you even think about flipping. If you try to flip while they're still in tuxedos, the whole plane will stall. Stay calm, convert twice, and then fly through the storm. Let's face the double tuxedo on slide 41. Cloud 3, the improper inversion. 8/9 divided by 5 1/3. Conversion check, 5 1/3 becomes 16/3. Now swap and flip. 8/9 times 3/16. Look at all those snip targets. The 8 and 16 become 1 and 2. The 3 and 9 become 1 and 3. 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times 2 is 6. Result, 1/6. You just turned a massive problem into a tiny crumb. You are the masters of the reduction snip. One more cloud. Final cloud. The double tuxedo storm. 2 3/4 divided by 8 4/5. Convert them both. 11/4 divided by 44/5. Now swap and flip. 11/4 times 5/44. Snip the 11 and 44. They become 1 and 4. Result, 5/16. You did it. You flew through the storm. You emerged on the other side as true math aces. The runway is clear. Home stretch. Mission accomplished, squadron. You navigated the calculation clouds and emerged victorious. I am officially promoting you to elite math pilots. You are the best of the best. In Section 12, we are going to face the estimation gauntlet. It's the final test of your intuition before we hit the exercises. Grab some fuel, take a breather, and I'll see you in Section 12. Coach out. Bye-bye, legends. Keep flying. Attention, Elite Math Squadron. Welcome to Section 12. You've flown through the clouds, but now the visibility is low. We are entering the estimation gauntlet. Today, we learn the art of sighting the target, seeing the answer before we even pull the trigger on our calculations. We're going to tackle a massive division challenge on slide 42 and then clear the arena on slide 43. This is a 5-minute mission for the sharpest eyes only. Are you ready to aim true? Let's hit the target. Check out slide 42. 11 2/3 divided by 4 1/6. Stop. Put on your goggles. 11 2/3 is basically 12. 4 1/6 is basically 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. That is our target. Now, look at the math mission. Convert to improper fractions. 35/3 divided by 25/6. Swap and flip. Snip the 35 and 25. Snip the 3 and 6. Result, 14/5 or 2 4/5. 2 4/5 is almost 3. Target hit. Mission accomplished. Pro tip from the coach. Estimation is your sniper's sight. It tells you if you're pointed in the right direction. If your calculation gives you 50, but your sight says 3, you know you've missed the target. Don't just trust the numbers, trust the sight. It's the difference between a random shot and a precision strike. Always sight the target before you start the math engine. Now, let's take this precision into the arena. Let's go! Arena Level 1. 5/9 divided by 10/27. Swap and flip. Snip the 5 and 10, snip the 9 and 27. Result, 3/2 or 1.5. Next, 3/8 divided by 2 1/4. Convert to 9/4. Swap and flip. Result, 1/6. Finally, 4 2/5 divided by 4/15. Convert to 22/5. Swap and flip. Result, 33/2 or 16.5. You are raining fire on these problems. Stay in the zone. Level 2 is coming. Level 2. 2 4/5 divided by 7/9. Convert to 14/5. Swap and flip. Result, 18/5 or 3 3/5. Next, 1 3/7 divided by 2/3. Convert to 10/7. Swap and flip. Result, 15/7 or 2 1/7. Final battle. 5 1/4 divided by 9 3/8. Double tuxedo conversion. 21/4 divided by 75/8. Swap and flip. Snip the 8 and 4. Snip the 21 and 75. Result, 14/25. You cleared the arena. Total domination. Coach's Corner. You just cleared the most diverse arena in the book. You handled proper fractions, improper ones, and the double tuxedo conversion with surgical precision. I am officially awarding you the Medal of Precision. Wear it with pride. You've proven that you don't just calculate, you dominate. We've spent 5 minutes in the line of fire, and you didn't flinch once. Amazing job, Squadron! Only 2 sections left in the entire marathon. Let's finish strong. Section 12 is officially secure. You mastered the goggles, hit the bullseye, and cleared the arena. I am so proud of your tactical growth. In Section 13, we are entering the Exercise Gauntlet, a final 24-problem sprint to the finish line. It's going to be the ultimate test of your endurance. Grab some ammo, by which I mean lead for your pencils, and I'll see you in Section 13. Coach out. Bye-bye, Math Masters. Keep training. Attention, elite math athletes! Welcome to Section 13. We have reached the final marathon. You've trained for 12 sections, and now it's time to show the world what you can do. We are tackling the first half of Exercise 8, 12 massive challenges across 2 slides. This is a 5-minute sprint where we test your speed, your precision, and your flip and fly reflexes. Are you ready to cross the first timing mat? Let's hit the first lap. Lap 1. Slide 44. Problem 1. 9 divided by 21. Result, 3/7. Problem 2. 14 divided by 3. Result, 4 2/3. Problem 5. 1 1/3 divided by 6. Result, 2/9. Notice the pattern, team. Even when the numbers change, the rule is your anchor. Swap the sign, flip the divisor, and snip those factors. You are moving through these like a math hurricane. Keep your pace steady. No stopping now. Pro tip from the coach. In a marathon, you need the quick strike reflex. The moment you see a division sign next to a fraction, your brain should already be flipping that divisor. Don't overthink it. Just execute the move. It's like a martial art. Drill the movement until it becomes a reflex. Conversion, swap, flip, snip. Conversion, swap, flip, snip. Master the rhythm and the race is yours. Let's hit lap 2. Lap 2. Slide 45. Things are getting heavy with mixed numbers. Problem 7. 16 1/5 divided by 9. Result, 1 4/5. Problem 9. 15 divided by 6/7. Result, 17 1/2. And the final boss of this lap. Problem 12. 12 divided by 3 3/11. Result, 3 2/3. You handled those tuxedo conversions like absolute legends. Your math engines are performing at peak efficiency, almost at the halfway point. Coach's Corner, mental endurance is just like physical endurance. Your brain might be getting tired, but this is where champions are made. Focus on every digit, check every carry, and never skip a pre-flight conversion. The difference between a gold medal and a math crash is just one tiny flip. Stay hydrated, keep your eyes on the goal, and breathe through the calculations. You are making history today. One more section to go after this. You did it! You completed the first half of the marathon. 12 problems down, 12 to go. You've proven your speed and your stamina. I am so proud of this math squadron. Take a well-deserved breather, shake out your writing hand, and get ready for the final stretch. We've spent 5 minutes in the zone, and you didn't miss a beat. Incredible job, everyone. The finish line is calling. Section 13 is officially complete. You are now the masters of the marathon. Only one section left in our epic 14-part series. In Section 14, we face the grand finale gauntlet and our final graduation ceremony. It's going to be an emotional and triumphant finish. Grab your medals, and I'll see you in the series finale. Coach out. Bye-bye, legends. See you at the finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, math heroes and fractional champions, welcome to Section 14, the grand finale. You have traveled through 14 sections of intense training, solved mysteries, raced through pit stops, and survived the marathon. Today is your graduation day. We have 5 final minutes of glory ahead of us. We're going to conquer the last hurdles on slides 46 and 47, and then crown you as the masters of the Division universe. Are you ready for the final lap? Let's go! Check out slide 46, the final drills. Problem 13, 5/6 divided by 2/3. Swap and flip, snip the factors. Result, 1 1/4. Problem 14, 2 3/4 divided by 3/8. Tuxedo prep to 11/4. Flip to 8/3, snip and fly to 7 1/3. Problem 15, 2 2/5 divided by 4 1/2. Double tuxedo conversion. Result, 8/15. You are handling these like absolute elite commanders. No number is too big for you now. Keep that focus. Moving to the end of the slide. Problem 16, 6 1/2 divided by 2 3/5. Result, 2 1/2. Problem 17, 1 13/15 divided by 2 11/12. Result, 16/25. And the final boss of slide 46. Problem 18, 3/4 divided by 2/3. Result, 1 1/8. Look at that precision. You are slicing through these complex fractions like math surgeons. Slide 46 is officially secure. Only one hurdle remains. Let's hit the comparisons. Pro tip from the coach. When you're in the comparison round, you don't always need to calculate the exact answer. Use your math intuition. Remember the law. If the divisor is smaller than 1, the quotient is bigger than the dividend. If the divisor is bigger than 1, the quotient is smaller. Use this secret sight to spot the winner before you even touch your pencil. It's the ultimate sign of a math master. Let's face the final gauntlet on slide 47. Slide 47, the final gauntlet. Problem 19, 6 divided by 13 versus 13 divided by 6. 1 is tiny, 1 is big. Result, less than. Problem 20, 1/2 divided by 10 versus 1/2 divided by 13. 10 pieces are bigger than 13 pieces. Result, greater than. Problem 21, 1/6 divided by 6 versus 1/3 divided by 3. 1/36 versus 1/9. Result, less than. You are reading these like a math scout. You see the logic and you strike. 3 more to go. Sprint. Final battle. Problem 22, 14 divided by 1 1/3 versus 14 divided by 3 1/9. The smaller divisor wins. Result, greater than. Problem 23, 9 4/5 divided by 7 versus 8 divided by 6 2/9. 1 is bigger than 1, 1 is smaller. Result, greater than. And the finale, problem 24, 7 7/8 divided by 4 1/12. Result, equal. They were twins all along. You did it. You cleared the gauntlet. The finish line is crossed. Math glory is yours. And that, my elite commanders, is the end of our epic math series. 70 minutes of training, 14 sections of triumph. From this day forward, you are officially Division Dynamos. Keep practicing, keep being funny, and never forget that math is just a beautiful language that you now speak fluently. Thank you for being the best class a coach could ask for. Signing off for the final time. Graduation complete. Go celebrate, you legends. Bye-bye.